Mule Deer Foundation presents Trigger Effect, an outdoor life documentary series.
Oh, this thing is pulling. That's what you call a Manitoba dirt nap right there. Many things you can tell from a jawbone of a deer. But just a good example of a person's way of life that brought him to this land.
This is Trigger Effect. Trigger Effect is brought to you by Mule Deer Foundation, ensuring the conservation of mule deer, black-tailed deer, and their habitat. Nikon Optics, next generation, now. Schmeiser Archery, the next step in technical evolution. Westside Stores, providing quality products and service to Salmon Arm for over 20 years. Sasquatch Fabrication, specialized fabricating for hunters everywhere. And these fine sponsors. Closed captioning for Trigger Effect provided by Regent Custom Cresting and Framing. For all your promotional goods, embroidery, and screen printing needs, visit us today at www.regentcc.ca. This week on Trigger Effect, co-hosts Dean Trumbley and Kent Michie are traveling to the Wild West county of Lusk, Wyoming. Wyoming is a diverse state with mountainous forests and the ever so famous cowboy country with rattlesnakes, sage, and buttes. Dean and Kent are hunting in the areas that used to be frequented by Crazy Horse, Tom Horn, and Wild Bill Hickok. The boys are connecting up with Dave Miller of Cedar Creek Adventures in search of the Wyoming speed goat bucks.
Well, we got here late last night in eastern Wyoming. We're here with my good friend Dave Miller. Woke up to a bit of a hurricane. I don't know, about 60, 70 mile an hour winds. Rain, sideways. Tell you what, it's pretty ugly out there, but we just left the ranch house, went maybe a quarter mile and already saw a nice 14-inch antelope with a couple does. They were moving out of the country here, but we're just gonna do a quick scout this morning and go grab breakfast, and hopefully this wind will die down. We'll get into some good hunting here later this afternoon. So. What do you think, Dino? You awake yet?
I'm awake, but I think our new strategy is that we're not seeing antelope because they can sense we're hungry.
Yeah.
So Dave, being a really good guy, he's taking us in to feed us up. So
yeah, gonna get us all put the feed bag on, right,
yeah.
Dave? Yep. Beautiful weather here in Wyoming. Another nice sunny day.
After a good breakfast, Dave takes the boys back out into the bad weather to see if they can find some antelope. They are hunting on the tail end of a massive snowstorm that produced 15 to 36 inches of snow throughout Wyoming, just 1 week prior to arriving.
Well, we're just heading down to take a look at a circle field that has been irrigated. Eagle-Eye Dean spotted from the back seat there, a couple bucks. I mean, Dave and I would have seen him once we woke up, but eventually, but we were kind of sitting in the sun there. So we're gonna go take a closer look at him. One's got a nice dark face. Dave figures he's worthy of a closer and better look. So we're just on our way down off this big plateau down to kind of where we started this morning in that rainstorm. So hopefully we can get a good look at this guy and maybe get some footage of him. And if he's good enough, we'll fill a tag this morning.
up close and personal.
Up close and personal. We spotted a few antelope down in a hayfield here this morning. We've done about a 5-mile drive around them to try and get into an access point where we can get a little closer, get a look at them. There's a buck down there that Dave says is worth taking a better look at. He's got nice mass, he's got good cutters, fairly good curls. We're Gonna try and sneak down past this windmill and get a little closer, get a real good look at him. But Dave figures he's a shooter, so it might happen this morning. So we'll get back to the hunt. Well, we were just driving up to get around on those other bucks we saw in the hayfield, and we spotted a buck all by himself along a fence line over here. Dave says he looks like a good wall hanger, so we're gonna sneak down and see if we can't get into a shooting position and maybe put this guy on the ground. So the game has changed. It's changing by the minute. So lots of antelope around here. We're gonna go take a look at this guy. It wasn't a big recovery.
Deal. Pretty devastating broadhead.
Tell you what, they put the game down.
Through the stag, into the tree. Schmeiser archery.
The Schmeiser broadhead combines physics of the Falcon principle and the axe principle for state-of-the-art aerodynamics and cutting technology. Visit us today at schmeiser-archery.com. Schmeiser Archery, the new generation of technical evolution. Welcome back to Trigger Effect.
Okay, so we've got a buck that's bedded just up about 250 yards, you say, Dave? 200 to 300 yards. Yeah, he's right borderline, so we want to go get a little bit closer look. Early in the day, early in the hunt, so we want to make sure it's a really good buck. Sure beautiful though, he's skylined. Gorgeous. Not the buck we're really looking for. He looked good from the front. He's got really nice cutters, fairly good bases. Just doesn't have the length or the hooks. He's not really spooked. We've seen quite a few bucks like this. And I'm sure last day, if we have to fill our antelope tag, we can get a buck like that. Really nice looking buck. Don't get us wrong, got great character. But man, we're here in Wyoming. We want something big. So, I mean, it's the first good day of hunting. Yesterday, it snowed and rained and it was just miserable on us. So, but this has been a great morning. We've seen how many bucks this morning? 7 bucks. And it's not even breakfast time yet, is it?
For us.
It is.
Trigger Effects Becoming a Guide with Mike Hawkridge and Big Country Guide School.
Field judging is something else that guides have to know a little bit about. Many of our clients that come up here to British Columbia, this could be their first trip or at least the first trip for that particular animal. It's important for guides to be able to look at possibly many different animals and help the client choose which animal would best suit what they're looking for. So we spend quite a bit of time learning about field judging all the different species that you would find here in British Columbia.
That's right, Mike. Not only is it important for guides, but I also feel it's very important for all hunters to learn how to quickly and accurately field judge animals. Now, there's several different ways to do this. You can go online, there's lots of sites that will give you the ear measurement, eye measurement, face measurement of most of the animals we hunt. Or you could stop by your local taxidermist. They're a wealth of knowledge when it comes to the anatomy of these animals. With a little bit of research, I feel you can become a better field judge of those trophy animals.
Well, after a few successful days of spotting lots of pronghorn bucks, the boys are off bright and early to see if they can't cut their first tags. Dave, Kent, and Dean spot a great group of pronghorn bucks bedded on the upper side of a pivot. The one buck has everything they're looking for, so they make their move.
Well, that's very disappointing. That is a true trophy antelope, and I messed up. I don't know, we're gonna have to review the footage on where I shot. Dave says I shot over them. I don't know, how far do you think they were, Dave?
125.
I should have center punched that buck. I don't know what was going on. We had lots of time. We took a nice slow stalk. Oh, I messed up, plain and simple.
That's antelope hunting.
Boy, that's a small target.
Westside Stores in beautiful downtown Salmon Arm, providing fishing and hunting equipment, apparel, and knowledgeable staff. Your outdoor sports authority, Westside Stores has provided quality products and service to Salmon Arm for over 20 years. Visit us today at 450-360 Trans-Canada Highway Southwest, Salmon Arm, BC. Online at westsidestores.ca or call us at 250-832-8141. Welcome back to Trigger Effect. Missing is part of hunting, but getting back on the horse is the main thing. After reviewing the footage, Kent shot just in front of the brisket, but no excuses, as Dave has indicated that if they head out first thing in the morning, they might be back. So let's go see if Kent can get some redemption.
They're 200 yards. I'm gonna let you guys go up, belly crawl around. I'm gonna hang back so keep one body out of the skyline. Okay, let's do this. All right, let's get this done.
Nice shot. Smoked him. Got him, Davey, buddy. Oh, that is a stud. That's redemption. Yesterday, I fouled up big time.
You see why I don't get upset?
Oh, you told me they would be back in this field this morning, and you were right, and they brought more with them.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Oh,
They knew there was going to be.
that is a big dude.
They knew there was going to be a wake.
Thank you so much, my friend.
Nice.
Wyoming, dirt nap, pronghorn. I couldn't be happier. That thing's a big, big pronghorn.
Bucket list is full.
Look at those cutters. Oh, look at that, dude. Look at those cutters. I mean, the mass is unbelievable. Hooks. Got those gnarly
Character.
Oh, Dave, I tell you what. Bucket list check mark. Oh,
I'm happy for you.
I can't get over the size of the cutters.
those cutters are nuts.
They're huge.
You're crazy.
And we should mention, as you know, there's a lot of bucks in this group that were.
There was probably, what, 6 bucks in this group? And there's another one here that's, I mean, he's a close second. He doesn't have the hooks, but he's got to be that tall. I mean, his horns just go straight up, and he's got great cutters as well.
Nice little ivory tips.
Ivory tips. Dean,
Congratulations, buddy.
thank you, buddy.
That's awesome.
Davey,
Good job,
wow.
Dave.
Great job.
Yeah.
Great job.
Cedar Creek Adventures. You want to shoot big pronghorn in Wyoming, you got to contact Dave Miller, Cedar Creek Adventures. We'll have the number at the end of the show. I'll tell you what, this is a dream come true on a just fantastic antelope. I couldn't be happier. Thanks, guys. Well, it's the 13th, which is what day of our hunt, Dean? Day 3 of our hunt. I put the smackdown redemption shot on that big antelope I missed yesterday evening. Dave's just told us that he figures those other antelope are going to be back in that field this evening again. And there's a couple other dandy bucks in that group, so we just did a test fire out of Dean's rifle to make sure it's dead on, and he is drilling it. So we're just going to go for lunch, double cheeseburger, and then we're going to head back out and see if we can't locate those other antelopes.
Round 2 dirt nap.
Round 2 dirt nap, Wyoming. It's going to be good.
So the boys arrive at the field, and in the back corner they spot a group of speedcoats that warrant a closer look. With the pronghorn feeding, Dave decided to close the gap.
Well, we've got a group of prongs here. They're out about 240 yards. A couple nice bucks in there, but we still have 2 days left in the hunt. Dave has said that he thinks we can do better. They're beautiful bucks though. But I think we'll let them grow up for next year and hit the road and see if we can't find something a little bit bigger.
Trigger Effect proudly supports the Mule Deer Foundation. Through its membership, the Mule Deer Foundation aims to restore, improve, and protect mule deer habitat. MDF supports wildlife management, promotes public education and research, and encourages responsible, ethical behavior. Visit us online at www.muledeer.org and join today and help us ensure the conservation of mule deer, black-tailed deer, and their habitat.
Gary, we want something that was strong, lightweight, collapsible, and durable. And with this wheel and the no axle on our game carts, we've achieved that.
Built in Carameus, BC, the Sasquatch cart is lightweight, has great clearance, and is strong enough to pack out a variety of game species. It collapses to be more convenient for transport and can be attached to ATVs for those long packs out. Get yours at Sasquatch Fabrications in Carameus. Call 250-499-5984 or visit us online at www.sasquatchfabrications.com. Welcome back to Trigger Effect. Dave decides that on the morning of the fourth day they should revisit the pivot, where on the first day they saw a large group of speedgoats. Unfortunately, they didn't get a great look at the group on the first day, and the weather is just as bad today.
Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go up this road. When you get up on top, it's going to be about 210 yards. The buck you're going to look at is the heavy buck on the left. There's 2 other bucks between us and him. And also remember, we got that strong crosswind, about 30-40 miles an hour.
Yeah, I figure I'll give it 6 to 8 inches.
6 to 8 inches.
Okay, perfect. No, I'm ready. Let's do this.
Nice shot, Dino.
Yeah, it's been really windy, bad weather. It's our second last day. We spotted this really heavy buck. I actually had to aim level with this brisket to account for the wind drift in, but he went down like a rock, so.
Yeah, he did.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, good job.
Thanks. Oh no, I'm excited. Please, look at the weight. Hit him. Right shoulder. Look at how heavy he is.
The moose!
He's just palmated like you wouldn't believe. Look how heavy he is. Dirt down, ivories, full hook. Yeah! Trigger effect. Dirt nap number 2, Wyoming. Woo! That's awesome. Oh, Dave, I'm happy. Incredible. Incredible buck. Look at this thing.
I don't know if I've ever seen one that fast.
Look at it's palmated almost. Like
I could usually reach around even a good buck and touch my fingers. Got an inch of gap there.
that's amazing. I'm telling you, Cedar Creek Adventures, Dave, you know your pronghorn. Incredible. I mean, you can see the wind, hat's almost off. I am one happy man right now. Incredible. Wow. Look at him. I don't even know what to say right now. It's so heavy.
All of us here at Trigger Effect, and especially Dean and Kent, would like to thank Dave Miller from Cedar Creek Adventures for a marvelous pronghorn hunt. Although it's checked off the bucket list, I'm sure they'll be back for some more.
Well, folks, that was an absolutely incredible antelope hunt here in Wyoming. Dave, I can't thank you enough.
Thanks, Dean.
You bet,
Thanks,
Dave.
Ken.
I mean, we both got tremendous trophies. We were on bucks every day we were here with Dave. Cedar Creek Adventures, folks. This is the guy to go for if you want to get great antelope bucks.
Make this an annual Canadian event.
I think that's a plan for next year for sure.
Yeah, not much convincing for me, but make sure you join us next week for another exciting episode of Trigger Effect.
Trigger Effect is brought to you by the Mule Deer Foundation, Nikon Optics, Schmeiser Archery, West Side Stores, Sasquatch Fabrications, and these fine sponsors.
His eyes are closed on this side. Hey, little man. There you go. If he goes up my sleeve, I'm going to scream like a girl. What's that? Oh, okay.
Cow patty.
Horny toads. 2 of them.